Welcome to Episode 7. Organizational structures. The skeleton every SAP transaction hangs off. Client, company code, plant, storage location. 4 blocks. Why the hierarchy exists. The legal half, the logistics half, and the sales cube. By the end, you'll see how every posting resolves itself through this structure. Before the what, the why. A global company isn't one legal person. It's many, each country a subsidiary, each filing its own statutory accounts. Each has its own local currency, its own audit, and rolls up to a group P&L at the top. The org structure represents the legal entities on top, physical sites below. Law on the top, map on the bottom. That's the shape of the whole thing. Level 1. The client. The client is the highest level. One installation of SAP can host many, each one a separate logical tenant. Code is 3 digits. Convention says 100 for development, 200 for quality, 800 for production. Master data, configuration, transactional data, all walled off inside the client. Client 800 cannot see Client 200's anything. Same software, same server, completely separate worlds inside. Level 2. The company code. This is where FI lives. A company code is one legal entity, one company registered in one country with its own books. It has a local currency, fixed at creation. Every FI journal posts in that currency first. It has a chart of accounts, the list of GL accounts. Many company codes can share one chart, which makes consolidation clean. It has a parent for consolidation, a tax number, a trade register entry, a leading ledger. Company code is where the law and the ledger meet. One entity, one currency, one set of books. Level 3. The plant. A plant is a physical site, a factory, a distribution center, a warehouse. This is the MM and PP center of gravity. A plant owns stock. Material valuation happens at plant level, so the same material has different values in different plants. A plant runs MRP. Each plant plans its own production and procurement. And every plant is assigned to exactly one company code. That link turns a physical goods movement into an accounting entry. Plant is the logistics heart of the hierarchy. Level 4. The storage location. Inside a plant, storage locations slice the site into physical zones. Raw bays, finished goods aisles, a quarantine corner. Storage location only tracks quantity. How many are where? The valuation still lives one level up at the plant. Every goods movement in MM cites a plant plus a storage location. That combination is the address. Level 5. The sales organization. The SD side isn't just one level, it's 3, and together they form a cube. Axis 1 is the sales organization itself, a legal selling unit, always assigned to one company code. Axis 2 is the distribution channel, how you sell: direct, retail, wholesale, online. Axis 3 is the division, what you sell, a product line like pumps or valves. Sales organization, distribution channel, and division. One combination of the three is called a sales area. Every sales order resolves to one. The assignment map, how the whole thing assembles. The 5 levels don't float. They have to be wired together, and SAP enforces the rules. Each plant assigns to exactly one company code, 1-to-1. Each storage location assigns to exactly one plant, 1-to-1. Each sales organization assigns to exactly one company code, 1-to-1. Sales organizations to plants, though, that's many to many. One sales org can sell from several plants, and one plant can feed several sales orgs. Every posting in SAP walks this map. A goods issue knows its company code because the plant tells it. Quick recap of org structures. Client is the tenant. Walled garden. Master data in one client is invisible to another. Company code is the law. Legal entity, one currency, one set of books. Plant is the logistics, a physical site where material has a value. Storage location is the geography, where stock sits. Quantity, not value. Sales org is a cube. Sales org plus channel plus division equals sales area. Thanks for watching the 7th SAP Concepts episode. Next up, Season 1 finale. S/4 HANA versus ECC. What actually changed and why it matters. Subscribe so you don't miss it.